Do you want to improve at a quicker pace? Check out GITGUDRacing.com, where I'm offering the most accessible coaching sessions on the market. Now for the track guide. For turn 1, what I use as a reference for braking is the halo and the antenna in relationship with this building right here. So what I'm doing is that firstly I align myself to the white line starting from this exit road on the left. So at the end of the exit road I'm aligned to the white line. Now I'm not perfectly aligned in a way that I'm not parallel to it, like right now I'm going a bit on the left. So I'm trying to become parallel to the white line by steering a bit to the right side. And the moment that I am parallel with the white line and I feel like my car is going forward and not to the left, then I'm looking at this building here. And if the antenna is very close to the beginning of the building, I will start applying the brakes. I found this to be the most consistent way of braking in this corner because you don't have a lot of references, so that's my reference. And you're gonna try while braking in your mind to think that you're not allowed to use this curb. So you will just go across it, so we will try to hug it without touching it. I found this to give me the most consistent lap times. So you can gain a bit more if you will go just a bit on top of it and then rotate it a bit on it. But most of the times I found that I was taking an earlier apex and this trick worked better for me. So I'm driving as this curve doesn't exist and I just want to go around the white line. And if I will play it from here, you see that I'm just hugging it, and on the exit, like very late into the corner, I'm applying the brakes like around here. So the idea is to apex as late as you can by trailing a lot into this corner. Notice this brake shape. So bleeding off the brakes and being patient, because all this time you're gonna gain back now on the exit. So it's definitely something that you should experience and practice, but for me this was the best way to do it. Now going into the next corner, my braking reference is the moment that I'm in the middle of this curve, when I touch it initially and then it lands. That's the moment when I'm applying the brakes, and I want to go diagonally into the corner. So I want to, at this point, to go straight basically. So like this, because this is a cambered corner and all the grip is on the inside. On the outside, I don't have that much grip. And exactly like turn 1, I don't want to use this curve. I want to apex late and just go around it. So in my mind, whenever I'm taking it, I will think that I will need to trail brake more and just hug the inside of this corner, like hugging, and then getting back on power. Now the next corner, this is not gonna be flat. You will have to do a lift. What I like to do is also add a bit of brakes. So aligning to the white line, then immediately turning, and I don't do the lift this early. I want to carry the downforce and the speed into this corner and delay the lift as much as I can. So still on 100%, still 100. Right now I'm doing the lift and I will apply 5% braking while doing so, just to make sure the front tires point, just to make sure I have some weight on the front tires. You don't want to over brake in this corner. If you're gonna brake to 10-15%, that's gonna be too much. 5%, that's gonna be, at least 5% is not gonna overslow the car. You will just feel the rotation, but you will not feel that the car is losing momentum. That's the important thing. So getting back on power before the apex, using all the curb here. And what I found with the fixed setup is that if I will hold 100% throttle and take this part of the track, the car is gonna become too light on the rears, and I will have to correct it with counter steer and lose some time. So what I'm doing, because I know that I'm coming from a shallow angle, I'm on purpose doing a small lift here. So I did this lift to 88% and then back, just to make sure I won't lose the rear, or I won't be in a situation in which I have to do a correction and lose time. So anticipating the car going light, doing a small lift, and now going into the hairpin. Here I do a big mistake under braking, so I could have been maybe 2/10 quicker lap, 2-3 quicker lap, but here I lose all the momentum because I'm braking way too late. So a good braking point should be exactly the kink and braking heavier. What I'm doing is I'm braking past the kink and I'm braking a bit shallow. So you can brake to 100% in this corner and you will get a better braking, because right now, because I didn't use that small window to brake efficiently, my inside right tire is locking up at this point. So you don't have a lot of time to be on brakes. The brake shape is going to be like a triangle, but you want to maximize the time in which you're on brakes by picking higher initially and then dropping it like I did. But I needed a bit more brakes in the, let's say, middle part, and because I didn't brake hard enough initially, I couldn't get the car to stop unless I was holding the brakes. So avoid the lockup, just apex around this white line. Putting the power down as soon as possible is gonna be key. Also notice if you have some funny shapes on the throttle, you don't want to feather the throttle and just feed the throttle to the engine. You just want to slam it, because you have some camber into this corner, you will have a lot of grip, and also this is a big straight, so you will lose time if you're gonna do a lift like I did here. So be mindful to avoid it. Like I said, it's probably 2 to 3 tenths that you can that I could have gained with a proper corner. Now going into the last one, this might be, for other cars this might be the most difficult corner of the track. For this car it's quite easily. So you want to delay your braking point as late as you can. I'm using this shadow as a reference for braking. At the end of the shadow I'm going to apply the brakes. If there's not going to be a shadow on the track, then I would use this blue box around here, and then this box is here. So as soon as I don't see them anymore and it's just these things, just few moments afterwards, applying the brake. Not brake too much, it's exactly like that corner that we discussed with the lift, and just a bit of brake to make the fronts point. So you want to avoid overslowing the car, you just want to brake lightly and turning. This is also going to give you a lot of rotation because the rear is going to be unsettled. So braking light, and then as late as you can delaying the throttle, because you want to apex late. You want to apex almost at the end of this curve, so you won't run out of track on the exit. And in short, that's a track guide of Tsukuba with the F4. I wish you a great week ahead, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.